able to get along with your clients. If you don't have a good rapport, it's not going to work, if you understand what I mean.
I agree.
Also, you should know everything about what products you're using and constantly learn on what you're doing. Do you understand what I mean about that?
Yes, I
Is this
understand.
Mara? Who am I talking to? Mara?
Annette.
Annette.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get all the names. They're going next to each other. Annette, you have to know all your products and what you're doing. And if you don't know, say you don't know.
Right.
Make sure, that's why I said you need a rapport. If you
Right.
have a rapport, you'll be able to get through everything. Make sure you also sterilize all your instruments. That's very important. Constantly clean your area. Now I'm going into more than one thing, but they're all important. There's no three major ones.
Right.
If you understand. Are you doing it now?
I'm going to be in school for it next year, but right now I just do nail art. I love nail art.
That's how I started.
Yeah, you could see my Google Plus. I started about a year ago, and I got over 3 million views on it in a year. So
wow,
that's pretty good. I mean, so I'm really excited about moving forward and making this a part of my life, a huge part of my life.
Like me?
Yes, like you. And I have read an interview that you've done with, I think, who did you make an interview with? What's her name? I forgot. I saw an interview with you, and her name starts with an M. And
M.
You were talking about all your awards and how you've done everything without no schooling or anything, and that's just amazing. That's awesome.
They didn't have school when I started. That was the difference.
Oh, okay, I see.
Back in the 80s, now I'm giving my age away, I'm ancient. I'm really 100 years old, but I don't look it, right? When I started, what?
I don't believe you're 100.
Well, thank you. Back in the 80s, I just used to do my nails, and I would paint them, and I never thought of becoming a nail tech. That was the furthest thing from my mind. So who thought of going to school? You didn't think about that.
Right.
So I just kept doing nails. I kept just painting my nails, and then someone said to me, many people, who did your nails? And I said, I did. And they asked me, why don't you do nails? I said, I know nothing about nails. I just know what I learned by myself. I used to do tea bags, ladies, as a wrap when I would crack a nail.
Oh, yeah, I did that before.
Okay? And that's how it started. Someone said something out there. Mara, did you?
Well, Mark, yeah, I said the tea bag thing never worked for me. So after going to school and getting silk wraps in my kit, I use that instead for the chipping of a nail, the cracking of a nail.
Okay, but the tea bag helped me. Tea bag and glue.
Okay.
So did I help you in that?
Did I give you
some answers?
Yes, you did. A lot of things nowadays, everything's organic, and I think that's one of the biggest fears I have is because a lot of people are like all natural, organic, and a lot of products you do have to familiarize yourself with it and know what you're using. So that's one of my biggest fears I think that I have is knowing products and which products are best to use.
Go ahead.
No, that was it.
I don't use organic, but I don't do acrylics.
Okay.
And I don't do gels.
You don't?
So, no, I don't. See? So I know about them, but I don't use them. All I use is a silk wrap, a fiberglass wrap, and have you heard of a brush-on gel and a powder dip?
I have not.
I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah. It's a brush-on gel, and then it's a powder dip that after you brush the gel on the nail, you dip the finger in the powder, then you glue it, and then you put another coat of the gel over it, and then you spray it with an activator. I don't do anything other than that. I don't use a curing light. I don't use drills. And I'm still around after 37 years.
That's awesome.
Right.
Okay, so not everything has to be acrylic or gel unless you choose to.
Right.
I choose not to. I listen to a lot of publicity on different things, and I believe I want to keep my clients safe. So no matter what I hear against a product, I check it out, I look at it. I've gotten girls that have had acrylics on their nails, and they don't look so great. But ladies, let's face it, if you cover your nails so much, when you take it off, it will be brittle, it will be thin. Not because of the product, but because you've had it covered. So I've given you some ideas.
Yes.
My customers take off their product every 6 weeks. So did I help you by saying that, anybody out there?
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
you have to take the product off.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to wear acrylics all the time, and it really did a damage to my nails.
Yeah, but do you ever take them off?
Oh, no, I don't wear them now. I used to all the time.
If you're wearing any kind of enhancements, no matter what enhancement you're wearing, you have to remove them after a while and put a clear set. This way the air hits them, you clean them up if there's any problems, and then you could put another set on. Most places do not remove everything.
And they don't.
Now, who am I talking to? That young lady that said no, they don't. What's your name?
Mara.
Mara, you're right. They don't.
And I've seen it a lot, and that's why a lot of ladies get the fungus under their nails, because they're not removing it. See, I'm a big fanatic of the natural nail too, but I'm in a community where everybody wants enhancements, and I try to detour them in a nice, polite way, but they're animate, and I'm like, okay. So I try to teach them on the flaws of having the enhancement.
Mara, I have the same problem.
Take care of them.
When you say fungus, are you referring to a yellow mark or a green mark?
Most of the ladies around here get the yellow marking.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that's...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm ready for your response.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you... yes, the yellow-brown is more like a fungus, and that happened because okay, what happened to everybody? I see another young picture. Okay, there you are. That, yes, can be a fungus, and there are many different ways you can take care of it. The green mark is a mold. It's a water mold, unless you don't know about that. Maybe you do. Have you ever seen that, Mara?
Not like literally on any of my clients, no, but I've seen it.
A green mold is a watermark, which means the enhancement on the nail broke away, caused an opening, water got in it, and they didn't know, and it stayed there till they came back. Until they came back for the next refill. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then all you have to do is buff it out very little. Once it hits the air, it's dead. Once a mold hits the air, it dies. A green mold is a watermark, which means the enhancement on the nail. Oh, I hear my voice coming through again. Opening. Myra, I see part of your head, but not the rest of you. Are you there?
Yeah, we're excellent.
Until they came there you are. Refill. You know what I'm saying? So did I help you, Myra? And then all you have to do.
People are starting to come in.
Very little.
Yes. And,
hello?
How do you convince your clients on that?
Oh, I hear my voice coming through opening. Mara, I see part of your head, but not the rest of you. Are you there?
Hello, Gina?
Hi, Abby. Yes.
Hi. Yeah, I can hear your voice several times.
I'm sorry.
Hold on a second.
It's like it's a back talk. There's Annette.
Hi.
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 Hello, Tina.
Hi, Abby. You there?
Hi. Yeah, I can hear your voice several times.
I'm sorry. All right, ladies. Anyone else have any questions? I think everybody got quiet.
No, I've muted everyone else because it was creating a lot of problem, the sound. So right now we can only hear what Tina is saying, and I've muted everyone else. So if you have any questions, then do you see the comment box beside the screen? So you can type your questions there, and Tina can answer you. Is that okay for a while till we figure out the sound?
Yeah, well, I can't do that because I don't see a comment box.
Uh,
I don't have that. Oh, yes, it's there.
Do you see the, is it there?
It's a little blue box.
Yeah, blue box. It
Okay,
opens up beside your screen.
Annette, what is one of your biggest accomplishments?
Yeah.
Now speak to her?
Yeah.
Or type speak, right?
Yeah, you
Annette?
do. I'm going to mute myself and turn on Annette so that you can answer her question and then she can ask whatever she wants.
Okay. Annette, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you asked me what is one of the biggest accomplishments?
Yes.
Oh, my word. There's a lot of them. One of the biggest I could say is it took me a while, but I've won the World International First Place Nail Art Championship out on the West Coast, which is World International. And then I took first place at the International Championship in New York. So I've gotten it from both sides of the United States. So
that is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. That's one of them. And then this year I was just honored the 2015 Top Woman in Business in Brooklyn award. So
wow. That's pretty good.
Thank you. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my accomplishments. But you asked the biggest, I would say, because there are 14 of them altogether.
Oh, wow.
So just keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
You have any other questions? I'm sure I only see you have a question. Any of you other ladies want to type in something and I'll answer your questions? Okay. Annette, you want to keep talking until somebody wants to ask me another question?
I have lots of questions. I have a whole list of questions. I'm just going down my list. So.
So you really worked on this, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I really, since I found out, I Googled you. I read up about everything. I was really excited, and I think this is a really good thing for me, not just for everybody in the group, but for me personally, because I've really been having a difficult time. Do I want to do this? Do I want to pursue it? Do I not? But I loved it for such a long time and was held back because I was in a really bad relationship. So now I want to push forward. I want to go ahead and I want to make a huge name for myself.
Annette, you could do it. I went through a lot of hardship. If you really believe in yourself and you really want to do it, my opinion and my suggestion is just do it. I think you know those are the words I live by.
Yes.
Everything that I've wanted, I just did it. I don't know how I did it. I'm not sure how I did it. I didn't know about nails. I didn't know what I was doing. And I started with 2 clients. And from 2 clients, going from house to house, and they came to my house, I had 35. And that's what made me open a store. I knew nothing about a store. And I felt if I could run an apartment, why can't I run a store? So, the same way you run an apartment, you have to pay your rent, you have to pay the light, you have to pay water. Well, I don't pay water, but I do pay electric. So I figured, why not? And that's how I did that. But prior to that, Annette, I was an actress for 7 years. Yeah. Wow. And when I went from, when I graduated the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, I decided, just off the top of my head, why don't I start a children's theater group? And again, I just did it. I went into my singing teacher, my piano teacher, and I said, John and Patrick, let's put a children's theater group together. They looked at me like I was crazy. I really was crazy. But with my help, my ex-husband's help, they did the interviewing. I built all the sets for the stage. I played Rapunzel. It was Rapunzel and the Witch. I sold it to high schools. Now, nobody told me how to do it. I had nobody to ask how to do it. At least you can contact me, or you today, anybody out there. You could go to a school. You could go on to Nails Magazine, Nail Pro. There are places to find out. I didn't know where to turn. So whatever you want to do, any of you ladies out there, no matter what you want to do it. Touch everything you want, and you never know where it's going to go. You see, I'm talking to you, and I'm in America, and Appy is in India, and all of you ladies, wherever you are, we're on it. This is unbelievable to me. I am so honored to be here with you. And I hope all of you get something out of this. I really mean it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for answering my questions.
You're welcome. I'm here for as long as we're on, and if anyone else has any other questions, please.
I think there's some questions on the right.
I'm looking. There's nothing there. It's the creative team saying everybody should ask questions.
Hello, Tina?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
So Creative Nails team, her question is, when you started out as a nail artist, there were hardly any classes for it. How did you manage to get the recognition? I'm putting it online.
Yeah, I see it. When you started as an artist for it, how did you manage it? Okay, who am I talking to? This is Creative Nails team, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. How I got recognition? Well, I started to do hand painting on my own nails. And then when I was in my salon, I would do hand painting on my clients. It was something I just learned. I like to paint. I like to draw. So what I did, they had something called the International Beauty Show, which is the IBS show in New York. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's the IBS show in New York, and I decided to go into competition. And I did. And I did all my artwork, and I competed against a girl who did stripes and stones. And I lost. So I didn't get recognition right away. And as a lady or a girl or whatever you want to call me back then, all I did was cry. Because I said, how could that win and not me? But I have a very strong determination. I said, I'm going to win. One day, I'm coming here and I'm going to win. So what I did, I found an article in one of the nail magazines, and it was called Nails Magazine. And a young lady from California had an article on nail art. And I decided to learn her type of nail art, which is now what I teach. I teach that particular nail art on women who want to learn through classes. And I mastered it as best I could. And I went to Pennsylvania and I entered a nail competition. And I won. I took second place. I still didn't get any recognition then. So then I went to California thinking, okay, I took one win, let me go try the World International Beauty Association contest. Ladies, that was the biggest contest in the United States. People came from all over, from every country. So I entered it, and I didn't win. And again, I was very upset. So I found the young lady that wrote the article in the magazine. And my model was a young lady that worked for me. And we went to talk to her. Her name was Barbara. And I went over to Barbara and she said to me, Tina, I like this one nail, but I don't like the others. It just didn't flow right. It didn't do anything right. So I said, Barbara, what do I do? How do I learn? Never, ever stop asking questions, ladies. You have to ask questions. So she said, polish a nail, go upstairs and bring it to me tomorrow at the show. My girlfriend who was with me, because I was crying, said to me, how could you do that? She cut you to pieces. I said, well, the only way you learn is to go find out what you didn't know. And I went and I brought my nail. She showed me one stroke, which didn't help me much, but I went back to New York. I told my customers I learned something new, and I started to paint their nails and charged $1 for doing leaves. And that's how it started. I just kept doing that, and I practiced. Let me tell you something. Practicing every day, every night. Okay, where'd you go? Are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So as I started practicing and I started competing again, that's when I got recognition. That's how it started. And that's how you all could do it too. So, did I answer your question?
Yes, it was nice listening to you.
I'm
Have a
sorry.
very nice inspiration from you.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you
I
hear
hear
me?
you now, but I couldn't hear you before.
Talking to you and your experience, I really learned from that. Like we should never give up.
Never, never give up. I still don't give up. I'm still practicing. I'm still
Yes.
learning constantly. Never stop learning. Keep growing. I'm glad I was able to help you.
Yeah, thank you for answering my question.
I'm sorry, what?
Hi, Tina. She
Yes,
says
I'm
thank
here.
you. Thank you for answering her question.
You're welcome. Now I have
You've got,
someone.
yeah, you've got another question from Annette.
No, I answered the next. You want to know my biggest accomplishment. Oh, what makes you decide? Oh, well, we had someone where it says when you had started as a nail artist, there were hardly any classes for it. How did you manage to get the recognition? Oh, that was what I just answered. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
The other
Oh,
one is from Annette.
okay.
And she says, what made you decide to write a book?
Okay. Now, where is she? Are you putting her on, or does she hear me?
I hear you.
Oh,
Yeah,
you are there. Well, I really didn't. You're there? Okay. Annette, I really didn't want to write a book. You're going to laugh. I was searching to write an art book. And I was online looking for art books, and there was a little comment section. And I picked one of the publishers, Tate Publishing, and I wrote them, I am a 13 times champion, a first and second place world champion, a first and second place international world champion, and I like to write an art book. And then I sent it off to them. And then what happened, they called me up and they said, well, we don't want you to write an art book. We want you to write a book about your life. And I said, what? And they answered me and they said, well, could you send us part of your manuscript? I said, I don't own a manuscript. I'm not writing a book. So what they did, they said, could you put something together? And I did. I sent pictures of my artwork. I wrote what I knew about myself, how I won. They got it. They answered me in 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks' time, they offered me a contract to write my story. And that's how I wrote a book. It took a year. Very interesting, very difficult, but I loved it.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And now it's starting to grow. I'm doing a lot of interviews now, radio interviews, and this what I'm doing with you right now. I'm so excited. Okay, who's out there? What's happening? Somebody asked me about how I do my one-stroke method. Is there, who did that? I don't know who asked that question. Appy?
I think it was.
Was you in it or no?
I think it was with Abby.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? I'm here.
Can you hear me? Yeah?
Appy, you're not there. I don't see you anymore.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Someone asked me a question on how I did my one-stroke flowers. I don't know where that is, but I saw that.
Yeah, I asked you actually.
Oh, you asked me.
Yeah.
You want me to answer you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you there, Appy?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
Yes, I can. One stroke. Okay. What makes it your favorite even after such a long time? Well, tell us something about your signature one-stroke floral motifs. What makes it your favorite even after such... Well, Appy, I love painting flowers. I love nature. I don't just do flowers, but that's my main thing I do because flowers is life. Flowers make you happy. Flowers smell beautiful. If you're in a down mood and someone hands you a flower, doesn't it make you smile?
It does.
Okay. And if you want to brighten up a room, what do? You bring in fresh flowers. A lot of sprays are floral scent. So I just love flowers. So I find every different way to put a flower on a nail. And my one stroke is 2 colors on one brush, but I could load 4 colors on one brush. Those little tiny brushes, I could load 4 colors, blend them in, and I will get those 4 colors on a nail. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, thank you.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Okay, you can answer Annette's question first. And she says, what do you enjoy most and least about your career?
What I enjoy, I love everything about my career. It's if you don't love what you do and you don't get up in the morning and want to go to work and want to meet your clients, you're in the wrong business. And the least I don't like is, the least I would say, maybe getting home very late sometimes when I'm tired. That's about all. But everything about my career, if it wasn't my career and me enjoying it, I would not be where I am today. I am so blessed and so grateful for everything, I'm going to cry, that I have because of my career. I didn't know this is where I was going and this is what I was going to do, but I thank God every day, and gratitude has gotten me pretty far. Now, Appy, does everybody hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone can hear you.
Okay. And the reason I opened my salon is because I was coming home very late at night when I was going from house to house, so I had to have a place to be. I used to come home 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because I would paint this intricate work. I was painting Christmas designs, Christmas trees, Christmas nails, Goofy with his hat on, Christmas balls, you name it. I painted it on a nail, and I still do. So I love it. I love it. If I didn't like it, I guess I wouldn't have had my book. I guess I wouldn't be on radio shows now. I guess I wouldn't be here talking to you ladies. So all I could say is, if you really want this as a career, embrace it, love it, and give it your all. I did. And it's taken a lot of years, but I am where I want to be. And believe it, ladies, I want even more. I want to teach this worldwide. I want to teach this in schools. I want to teach this whomever is willing to learn. And yes, there is a payment involved, but I will teach it because I've been teaching my nail art. Okay, Demola Botalji asked me, what business advice do you have for people like me who want to transition from the interest in nail art to making it a profitable business? Demola, I hope I can call you that. Are you there? Demola? You're the young lady dancing. Are you there? Well, if you are there and you hear me, yes, that's me dancing. Okay. If you're there, what I want to say to you is, you're not any different than what I did. I love doing nail art. And to transition that from just the interest in nail art to making it a profitable business, you have to let everybody know that you're doing nail art. Wear it on your nails. Set up flyers and send it out. Put them on cars, put them in mailboxes, and let them know that you're doing it. And if you want to do it in your home, you want to go to their home, which is how I did it. But if that's all you want to do, you can still make a profit in doing that and not do nails itself. You could go into a salon and you can speak to the owner of the salon and say, this is what I do. I'm great at my nail art. Show them what you do. Bring in pictures of what you've done and tell them you would like to do nail art on the clients. If none of your girls do nail art, can I be the one to do it and present it and see what happens? Go into more than one salon and see what the outcome is. And somewhere along the line, you may meet somebody that want you to come in and do nail art. I hope I answered your question. Thank you. I'm glad I did. And keep dancing. Any other questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
How do you get to work for companies? I recently used to work for a company, and I'm no longer with them, and so I would like to, get involved with another company, but how do you go about doing that?
When you say work for a company, are you referring to?
Like for trade shows and education classes that you can do for a company.
Are you a licensed nail technician?
Yes.
In what state?
Indiana.
Oh, great. In order to be involved with a company, I can only give you my experience because I used to work for OPI. I was their nail art educator. And how that happened was I was at a competition, and their vice president and their manager were the judges. And they approached me and asked me if I could do my nail art with nail polish. And the answer was yes, because that's how I started. I didn't know anything about paints. So I started with nail polish. So that's how I got hired with OPI. But when you go to shows, you can meet people who are with CND, Creative Nail Design. You can meet people who are from Back Scratchers. And you could find out how you could become part of their company. From that, you get a name. You send an email to find out if you have to send a resume. And if you don't go to shows, go online and find other companies that are big, like Tammy Tyler may be hiring people now. But you have to send in a resume, basically. I started out before all these companies got so big. So I knew people in CND. I know the owner, Jan Bergola. I almost worked for her. That's when it was so much smaller. Today, everybody knows my name because from when I met them back in the 80s and 90s, I would say you would have to send out a resume, but connect with an email first, and it will work.
Okay.
I hope
great.
I answered your question.
Yes.
Yes.
And good luck, Trey. Let me know how it goes.
Okay.
Do you have my email?
No, I don't.
Can I give that out, Appy? I don't hear you. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
What?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I hear you. Could I give out my email address?
Yes, you could. I mean, I can write it down for you if you want me to. Right here on the comment box.
Okay, write it down. Ladies, if you want to send me an email, I will answer it. I may not answer it within 24 hours, but I will answer it. Appy is going to write it down for you on the side.
You have another question from Creative Nails team, and she says, if I want to take nail art as my profession, is it important to get a certificate from any authorized body?
I don't think so. I didn't get one. Well, I didn't take any classes, but I didn't get one. I'm self-taught. So if anyone takes my classes, I will give them a certificate because I think it's good to have one. But I've never taken any art classes or nail art classes at all. I've been self-taught with everything I've done. I've taken nail classes to learn new things, but not art. I hope I was able to answer you.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello.
You also
Can you
asked how can you learn from me?
Yes, yes.
Well, you're far away, that's for sure.
Yes.
I have not learned how to do a webinar just yet. I will be trying to learn and putting something together. I wish I could come there. I can't. Well, not that I can't, but it's a lot of money to come to India. And but if everybody wants to get together and have 10 to 15 people in a classroom, we could always work something out. There's always a way to set up some sort of an agreement. I guess that's the way to say it, because I do charge to give nail art. I hope I answered your question. Yes, I do teach. Yes, you can learn from me.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say.
Does anyone else have a question?
I do want it. Annette wants it. Annette, you want me to teach you?
I have a
She
question.
wants to.
What?
Someone has a question.
Hello, this is Mia Walker, and I'm so sorry I came in a little bit late. But where are you based out of? Because I'm in the States, and where are you exactly, and what type of things do you teach? If you could briefly go over that, thank you.
You're welcome, Mia. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. What state are you in?
I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, I love it there. Maybe I'll come there. No, I love it. It's warm. It's cold here right now. Anyway, well, that's where I am. And you want to know, what do I teach?
Yeah, so if we were to do a class, what types of nail art would we be learning, and what,
You will be learning, it's called a one-stroke. It's a one-stroke nail art, which I teach with different size brushes. I teach you about the paints. I teach you how to promote it. I teach you how to make money, your bottom line. You want revenue. I give you your paints. I give you your brushes. That's part of your fee. And then you get my brain on how to do it. And it's usually a 10-hour class. Is that of any service or any help to you?
Yes, and for that class, may I ask what your tuition fee would be?
I can't hear you too well, Mia.
I'm sorry, what's your
That's
tuition
okay.
fee for that class? Is that better?
Okay, say that again, because I think I talked and you talked, and that's a no-no. I'm going to learn to shut up. Go ahead.
What's your tuition fee for your class?
My tuition fee is $500.
Okay.
But like I said, all the things that you learn out of what someone will pay, I can guarantee it, because I used to do 6 figures a couple of years. I'm still in a good figure. But if you're give you an idea, if you're making $350 a day on 10 clients, and you add nail art on 10 clients, you can make $450 a day, which is $100 more than you started out with. If you do that for 5 days, that's $500. So in a week, you will make back whatever it is that you paid for your class. And then every week thereafter, you never know. You may be able to make your bottom line $1,000, $2,000. Because don't forget, ladies, I said I don't just do flowers. I do Christmas trees. I do Santa Claus faces. I do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I do Christmas boxes, Christmas balls. And that entails $10 a nail. And if you're doing $10 a nail, and people want 4 nails, that's $40.
Do you have a nail art channel on YouTube?
Not yet. I don't yet. I do have some things on YouTube. You can see what I do. And there are some step nail art on YouTube I just posted. I haven't had the time to do that. I have been so busy that YouTube, I just haven't been able to do it. Now I'm starting to do it again.
What's your YouTube channel? How can we find you?
It's under my name, Tina Panariello.
Okay.
I made it so easy for everyone to find me.
Tina, I have to get off here now. I have clients. So it was a pleasure to meet you.
Same
And
here.
I'm looking forward to watching your YouTube channel and getting back with you on my emailing.
Thank you so very, very much. I'm glad you were part of this, and I hope I helped you.
Yes. Have a great day.
You too.
Yes. Unfortunately, Tina, I do have to go as well, but thank you so very much for your time and expertise, and I hope you all have a wonderful day as well.
Thank you very much. Is this Mia?
Thank you. It is.
Okay, have a wonderful day, Mia, and I hope I helped you. Have fun
Thank
in
you so much.
Las Vegas.
I will.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There is a question from Annette. Oh, I have a question from Demoli. Tina, I also started blogging to show people what I could do. How do I get the big brands to notice and work with me? Sponsorship, etc. I am from Nigeria. There are no reps here because nail art is not so big here at all. Oh, is Demola there? Demola, are you available somewhere? My dancing girl, are you there? Yes, I am. Okay. I am not sure because I don't work with big brands. I work just
Every day
actually.
and learning, like you said.
Yes, you're learning every day, and you're not actually trying. You're doing it. I don't use that word anymore. But I loved it, Appy. Thank you so very, very much. I really, really enjoyed this.
Thank you for being with us, Tina.
You're welcome. So how do you
see you on Thanksgiving then?
Okay, I'll see you around. Have a happy holiday.
Happy holiday. Bye-bye.
Bye.